Welcome everybody to Absolutely Criminal. I'm Andrew, and who are
I'm
you?
Tiffie Lou.
Tiffie Lou.
This is our second time through. We actually just did this show yesterday.
We did the whole thing.
The entire thing. It was like a 57-minute show.
Yeah, and then we got done.
And Andrew realized he didn't record us.
Right, yeah.
So
just our voices did not appear.
I will try to seem like I have never seen this before.
Yes. And so this is the saga of Amy Day.
I might have new questions, so it could be good.
Yes. Yep. And as we know...
Did you want me to still read this?
Yeah, we'll read the summary of that. But want to thank our insiders so much for their support.
Oh, and who was it that bought all those gifts? We had like a couple that bought membership gifts.
Yeah, we have like the coolest people
I
ever,
know. So. I just love our crowd.
Yep. So we hope you enjoy this. This will be a multi-part series on Amy Day. And if you haven't seen her interrogation before, it's pretty bananas. You're gonna want to stick around because you've never seen a liar quite so bad as Amy Day.
I want to time it. Stop the timer, or just hit pause or whatever when she finally uncrosses her legs the first time. Right. I want to know how long she's doing that.
Girlfriend is locked up tight.
It looks so rough.
All right, so that is Amy Day you see there with the head in hand.
Yeah.
And but before we get to the interrogation, Tiffie Lou will refresh your memory.
Yeah, I've got to refresh your memory. Although I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, know the whole Amy Day.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking for it.
Yeah, but we're gonna just wake a few people up just in case. Just in case. All right. In the grim. Hey, cut this part out.
No,
this is
I will
where
cut this
it
part
is.
out.
This is where my face is.
I will, but try to.
I'm gonna shove it in your butt.
Try
in
to
a
cheat
minute.
over. That's perfect.
You're such a dick.
Yeah.
In the grim tale that unfurls in the heart of Central Florida, Amy Day's conviction paints a dark portrait of betrayal and murder within the very bounds of kinship. Day was found guilty of a heinous act against her own mother, Ora Lee Hawkins, an act that culminated in life imprisonment. The case, as detailed in 2018 reports, reveals a chilling sequence of events leading to the tragic end of Hawkins. Amy Day, then 46, faced charges that would horrify any soul: abuse of an elderly person, kidnapping, and first-degree murder. The jury in Osceola County, after days of deliberation, found her guilty on all counts. This verdict came despite the medical examiner's inability to pinpoint the exact cause of Hawkins' death, a detail that adds an unsettling layer of mystery to the case. The prosecution's narrative suggested a motive as cold as the grave itself. Day murdered her mother in September of 2015, only to bury her in the backyard of their St. Cloud home, a scene straight out of a Gothic novel. The motive? Financial gain. Prosecutors argued Day aimed to drain Hawkins' accounts to settle debts, crafting a tale that Hawkins had decided to move to Colorado with a friend from her church, a friend who, like a ghost, seemed to exist nowhere but in Day's fabrication. Hawkins, 79, was last known to have been wrapped in a macabre shroud of garbage bags, a pink blanket, rope, and coaxial cable. Her remains hidden as if to erase her existence. Financial transactions between Hawkins and Day, including a $2,500 check, hinted at the grim preparations made prior to Hawkins' disappearance. The discovery of Hawkins' body followed a report of her missing by another daughter, an alarm raised too late to save Hawkins, but in time to unveil the dark deeds of Amy Day. The evidence that tilted the scales towards conviction included personal items of Hawkins found locked away at the home she shared with Day, suggesting a premeditated effort to sever Hawkins from her life and legacy. Despite the defense's arguments pointing to the lack of foreign fingerprints or DNA on Hawkins' body. The jury found that circumstantial evidence overwhelming. This case, with its 4 days of hearings and a jury deliberation lasting over 2 hours, resulted in Day's life sentence, a grim reminder of the depths to which familial bonds can be shattered by malice and greed. In this chilling narrative, justice for Oralee Hawkins speak to the darker aspects of human nature and the tragic outcomes of betrayal within family.
All right. Thank you, Tiffie Lou.
My voice is so crackly.
Is your voice holding up?
Oh my gosh. I hope you all heard that.
Still recovering, but you're getting better every day.
A little every day.
And
yeah.
But you can rest in the fact that you're about the same age as Amy Day was when this happened, right?
I am the same age she was in 2015.
And here's her mugshot from that day.
Yeah.
And I've even kind of smoothed her.
Yeah, I was
out
gonna say that's
here.
nicer than the one I've seen.
I upscaled the photo with AI, and it sort of smoothed her out.
What trips me out about her age isn't her face. Okay, people can wrinkle at any point in adulthood.
Yeah,
it's the way she walks. It's the body. It's her body looks old.
She's been pretty hard on herself.
Yeah. Like I don't see any youth in her body.
Yeah. Kind of has the Sarah Boone syndrome a little bit.
Sarah Boone didn't look old though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Amy, we said this on the last recording. Amy Day's kind of a familiar character to us. We live close to what's
called the meth capital of the world.
Well, of California at the very least. And her demeanor and her look and her speech, it's very familiar.
We run into people like her daily
at the gas
where
station,
we live. Yeah.
At the restaurant. Yeah, very familiar sounding.
She meets a type. Yeah.
So without further ado, this is the worst day of Amy, or about to be the worst day of Amy Day's life. And she's about to be questioned by detectives that kind of just want to know where her mother is.
Hey, email. Hey, it's almost done. You forgot to do one more thing. One more thing, but since we're waiting, I just want to go over a couple more things that we talked about yesterday. Remember yesterday, it took a lot about that stuff. Okay, so.
And her alibi is a little bit worse even than Charlie's, I think.
I don't think so.
You don't?
I don't think it's as bad as
extortion on layaway.
Extortion on layaway. Really.
It's almost as bad, yeah.
I don't know.
Before we get started, record this on that. So
you'll see.
So this day is September 21st, 2015. Time is 3:23 p.m. Located out of the sheriff's office, Osseo County. Detective Joel Guevara, Detective Brett Roller, and can you please state your full name, Amy, please?
Amy Grace Day.
Okay.
How nice. Her middle name is Grace.
Thank you so much for.
Oh, bless Jesus.
Very close for the phone thing. We're, as you can see.
You know what trips me out about this? Is I've had babies, 4 of them. And when they're born, you just look at this beautiful, innocent face.
Yeah.
And you just think about that connection that her mom had with her when she was born. She chose to name her Grace, of all things.
Wow.
Meaning she felt blessed to have this child.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
And this child kills her.
This is how it ends up.
Like,
you would
what
never
the hell?
think, no matter how messed up your child gets, that it would end this way.
Right.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay. And so you're entitled to talk to a lawyer before and doing.
And we're just kind of talking over this because it's
just
the basics.
Reading the rights crap.
Reading the rights and
the exciting part's coming up though. The part that really made me angry.
Well, it's not her asking for a lawyer, that's for sure.
No,
the part that I read to you. Put your name here.
Oh, signing her life away?
Yes, what the hell is she doing there, signing something without
Well,
any representation?
She didn't do anything wrong.
It doesn't matter. You don't go to the police station for any interview alone.
But she has to play the unknowing daughter.
It doesn't matter.
My mom.
If you're that curious, you'll come ask me at my doorstep. You want me to go to the freaking station?
She was only going to get a taco from down the street.
This doesn't make sense. Makes me mad.
You fully.
Should I just pick Grace or should I just redo it?
What do you put? This is.
I'll let you
Should
try.
I write
How to
your
write your
name?
name?
Okay, is initial here. These are the stuff that I read to you. You said that you understood. And then I need for you to sign down here, saying that you understand.
They already had this typed up.
Yeah.
Now
her.
we're gonna sign this here.
Well, yeah, they come in with that. And
So
they can't talk to her until she knows her
This is-
rights
these are the
and
part that we
waives
are-
them.
I
how
don't
we're using,
understand.
I know.
If somebody
Both
wants to
sides
read
are
me my
sorry.
rights, I am not saying a word.
Mm-hmm. She
If
has
they
the
just
right.
want to question her, why are they reading her rights?
Like they say, she has the right to remain silent, but not the ability.
All right. You just want to go over real quick, just the highlights of your routine on the weekend. You stated. Let's start with Friday. Let's go back one day. I know we started did this on Saturday. Let's start back on Friday. Friday, what was your routine that day?
I was packing. I was getting clothes ready for Goodwill. Mom and I both were.
I always think that's our phone.
I know.
I always pause a
We
second.
haven't had a phone that sounded like that in 20 years.
But
though.
I know we haven't, but for some reason I'm immediately like, let me get that.
Yeah,
You know,
we'll
like,
pause and get back. Yeah. As you'll see soon here, Amy is full of details. She comes loaded with a lot of details, except the important ones.
not only that, how many minutes are we not recording, but how many minutes are we into this? Because 3 minutes, 28 seconds with her legs crossed in this position. And look at her arms crossed too.
She's all
She's
closed off.
already
Yeah.
scared.
Right.
Why did you sign your life away?
You don't need a body language expert to know that she's not.
Yeah,
not
you're
comfortable.
not sitting there because
When
you're
you're-
mourning.
When you're
you
hugging
know?
yourself,
Yeah.
you know, something is up.
Okay.
They were
You'll get that.
almost laughing and joking, and
Moves the chair in. You'll notice as police interrogate their subjects, their chairs will get closer and closer and closer, and they always start them off in the corner.
So they can't
packed
go
the
anywhere.
pantry
Yep.
with stuff that
Instant
I eat
prison.
because she doesn't because she's vegetarian. Going over just different things. I mean, it's just a normal day.
It's a normal day.
Yeah.
Does your mom has like a regular routine? Like she does the same thing every day, or like the same routine, or just?
No.
Yes, she did the exact same thing every day, and that exact same thing did not include taking off across the country spontaneously, which you'll see.
But
is,
she tries to claim that she didn't do the same thing every day. But I'm sorry,
Right.
just saying that this week she went to Walmart on Thursday instead of Tuesday. Guess what? Her life is pretty much the same every day.
Well, let's see what Amy Day says about.
Oh, stop.
Or
Don't make a
Elise.
joke. Don't.
Different things, different days. I mean, she goes to Walmart different days. She goes to Wendy's different days. She goes. The only thing that's routine is in the morning time. She walks every morning on the back porch. Takes her grandson to school. We'll take lunch to him at lunchtime. And then
Her grandson, so it's not Amy's kid, right?
No,
I
it's
don't
like
think-
it's her sister's kid.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, the good sister.
sometimes she'll go down there and be
It's sad we don't even know if she's the good sister. She's just good because she didn't kill her mom.
Yeah,
we
well,
don't know
I've
much
seen-
about her.
I've seen they did an interview with her, didn't we? Have her voice, don't we?
Do we?
Judy? Yeah, I think so. But she seems, yeah, or at least her friend. I don't know if I'm conflating things here. I remember the half of the last recording thinking this was in Miami.
Oh, that's right.
Because I'm writing the script for Courtney Clenny, the OnlyFans model.
And I kept saying, why is it in Miami if this was created in like Central Florida?
I'm like, I don't know. That's just where they all
That's
go.
just what they do in Florida. Everybody goes to Miami.
That's right.
But the morning walk, taking him to school, and sometimes taking lunch, taking lunch out to him, that's pretty much the routine. Now, normally she will, but it's different days, but after she takes Morgan, drives to school, and on her way back, she may stop at Walmart, but she tells me, but it's on different days.
Gotcha.
So
You
So
never
that's
know
what I'm saying. That's just,
you never
she's
know what
not
Mama's gonna do.
wild and crazy, you know. I know that yesterday's my grocery store day, but I had to make it today. Oh, you're
Right.
just off the wall crazy.
you know,
Sorry about that. And then Friday, was that the day that you already had planned to go out of town with your boyfriend, Carrie, or when did those plans came up?
that didn't come up until Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. And
And that's the day Orally disappeared.
Mhm.
What would you think, or how would you convince people with a straight face that your mom one day packed up and with a lady from
Oh my
church?
God, there would be no way I could do that. My mom talks to everyone.
Right, and she's got a routine.
Yeah, and my mom would have talked about it for weeks on Facebook and
Right.
stuff. There's no way.
That's true. Love you, Mom.
who reached out to you? Did Carrie reach out to you, or you reach out to Carrie?
He called me. I missed his call. I called back. He missed.
Oh
he
yeah,
missed my
20
call.
minutes of her explaining phone tag.
Right.
You know.
Called back, and then I called him back. We just
And
went
he
back
called
forth.
back.
And then
Around
I
what time
called.
those calls started?
I think the first one was like at 7:50, 8 o'clock in the morning because he gets up early. And then that's the reason I missed his call, because I didn't hear my phone ring. When I called back, I don't know what he was
Okay,
doing.
go back
but
a second.
Mm-hmm.
What did she say?
Let's see.
Carrie, or when did those plans came up?
That didn't come up until Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. And who reached out to you? Did Carrie reach out to you, or you reach out to Carrie?
He called me. I missed his call. I called back. He missed my call. Called back, and then I called him back. We just went back and forth.
Now, around what time those calls started?
I think the first one was like at 7:50, 8 o'clock in the morning because he gets up early. And
Oh, he gets up
He gets
early.
up early. Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what she's saying. I thought she was saying,
He called back. I called back.
I thought she said something like beat the officer.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, wait, no. You went back way too far though. But yeah.
Gotcha.
And that's the reason I missed his call, because I didn't hear my phone ring. When I called back, I don't know what he was doing, but he didn't answer the phone. Then when he called me back,
He was probably calling her back right at the same moment she was calling him back, if we believe this story.
Right.
we talked for a little bit, and then I called him back.
Because they're in
And-
love.
That's when, after that, we were like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? And
She should
wanted
read her
to-
script.
Kind
I'm
of
on the edge of my seat over here.
decided what we were trying to see if we had anything, if anything was going on. I asked Mom if she had anything going on, if she needed me for anything. And she said no, she was going to be going to church, And I said, okay, I called back and I said, no, I don't have anything. And he goes, okay, I'll come meet you. I said, okay.
So they spent 10 minutes saying, what are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing?
Yeah, I
Let me
don't
go see
know.
what my mom is doing. Oh, I'm going to church. Okay. My mom, what are
Yeah,
you doing?
I'm not helping my mom, so yeah.
And then on Saturday, your mom went out the whole day?
And
She stepped out of the house?
no, she cleaned on Saturday.
So she never got in the car, left, went
Did
on
she
the
come over to my house?
Went outside, or
Well, she
went
went
outside to...
She went outside when Morgan and Mark came down to mow the grass.
Oh, okay.
She probably has to explain the smell of like bleach and cleaner in her house. Did she?
Oh, that's right.
Did Amy clean the house?
She did
that
clean
day?
the house, and yeah, she would have to immediately explain why their house is suddenly
Yeah.
smelling like rosy fresh, like a hospital. Like,
But I mean, as she was inside cleaning, she went outside, out back, for a little bit and read the Bible. She does that. The other routine she has is every day between 1:30 and 2 during the week, she does talk to her sister Joy. And then my sister calls her on her way home between 4 and 5, whatever time my sister gets off work, until my sister gets home. That is during the week. Those are two things that my mother does. Those part of the routine. But on Saturday, I didn't go outside, but I know Mark was there only because he's the one who runs big zero turn. Morgan, I'm sure, was there.
I am so not
This is
interested.
like Stephanie Lazarus with
where she
Smita,
remembers
Diane.
every single person in her entire college history, but can't quite remember the last time she had a conversation with her ex's wife.
Right, and she don't know where her mother is.
Yeah.
Went out, they mowed and left. She came in, she continued to clean.
You went out, other than living with Carrie, you went out during the
When
day? You stepped out of the house to go somewhere, run some errands, anything like that?
No, when I stepped out, it was at 5 o'clock on Saturday.
And that's when you left
Carrie, yeah.
Carrie?
Yeah. The only other time I was outside was when I go out back to smoke because my mother's Lord smoked.
And this won't be the only time you have to babble out these details. They're going to go back and ask you these same questions in different ways over and over and over. And that's where she starts to unravel.
Dude, that's just like math tests.
Yeah.
With word problems.
Yep.
But I always go out back.
And when Carrie got to the house, did he want to sell the house or would he remain outside?
And then he just stayed outside. I went outside and got in his car, but that's not unusual.
No, okay.
Just like when he dropped me off, I got out of the car and, went inside and went through the gate and went through the back door, but that's not unusual either, so.
How long does it take to get up there by the Gainesville area?
You were saying she probably smells like an old ashtray all the time.
Right. She probably smells like one big cigarette every day.
This, I forgot the name. Chief Land.
Without traffic, 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, with traffic, 2 hours, 15 minutes, 2 hours, 30 minutes.
And that's I take the turnpike.
Turnpike 75, alternate 27.
And that's the route that you guys took, right?
So
Yeah, I used to live in the Kissimmee, St. Cloud, Orlando area, and so I know that turnpike well.
Mm-hmm.
Robin.
Same route you guys took back on Sunday?
No, yeah, on Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm losing track of days.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Why don't you just relax?
This is losing track
Take
of
your
days.
hands down. Just stretch out.
Right. She has not crossed her legs a different way
Nope,
yet.
it's still crossed with right over left,
Mhm.
and she will switch
She's
it.
going to have an
it's
enormous
pretty far
red
in.
circle on her top
Yeah.
of her left leg.
So let's go back to Saturday evening or Saturday night. When was the last time you heard from your mom?
Between 8:20, 8:25.
That's when you received that phone call, which she was a
Saturday
little bit. You said she was crying.
She wasn't bawling. She was just kind of more of a. It was like a whimper, type, and show me she loved me, and that she would call me as soon as she got a chance. I took it as she was going to miss me, or I mean, I didn't read too much into it.
Yeah, whatever. See, the story is, and she'll go into it further here, but her mother left with a woman from church.
Yeah.
And they were off to Colorado. Didn't say when they'd be back, and Amy didn't ask.
I think she said 6 months.
Yeah.
At some point, she says it was supposed to be 6 months.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Amy's not very curious. She doesn't ask a lot of questions.
Apparently.
I may should have, but I didn't. My mind was probably
Drug-addled.
somewhere else, but I didn't read much into it. My mom, when she says she loves you, sometimes she cries. When she leaves to go to North Carolina, before she leaves, she does she loves you. She'll
Is she
cry.
really that emotional?
Yeah.
So I mean, I didn't really read that much into it.
During that phone call, did she give you a timeline when she was supposed to be back, or how long she was going to be gone?
She didn't really give me a timeline. My understanding is she gave my sister a timeline.
And then after you finished the phone call with your mom, did you and your sister talk?
Yeah, my sister called me. Apparently, after she went down to mom's house, banged on the door, she didn't answer. Judy called me, asked me if I had heard from mom. I told her yes. She asked me what she said, and I told her. And Judy told me she told her the same thing, and that she had said she was going to be gone for 6 months, and that there was no way that mom would miss Christmas with her grandson.
So sad. I told you this reminds me of Chandler Halderson because he knew that he had killed his parents, but went with his brother to ostensibly look for them and pretended.
I know you were saying yesterday. Yeah.
Right.
Like, what'd you say?
An
Drunks?
alcoholic will steal your shit, but a drug addict will steal your shit and then
help you look for it. Yeah.
So that's Amy Day.
And I said, if you hear anything, call me. And I started sending my sister texts, if you hear something, call me, anything happens. And all she would respond with was with the letter K. I told her,
No, it's Judy, right?
Yeah. I sent her a text saying, I'll be back on Sunday. And she responded with, okay. Or she responded with K. But I was sending texts. I think the last text I sent her may have been after 10 o'clock.
So how far, like how many minutes, just approximately, it's not to be exact, and that's kind of hard to go back and quote, except
Tap me on the hand next time you want to cough. I don't want to go edit out all these.
Oh, I'm sorry that my sickness is a hindrance.
If you could please just,
stop it. Sometimes I get no warning.
I love you. That's staying in.
Shut up.
Man, how many minutes after the phone call you got with your mom and ended, and then when you receive a phone call from Judy?
15, 20 minutes, maybe.
And how many phone calls? How many times you guys had a conversation on the phone?
Me and Judy?
Yeah. That night?
That night?
Yeah.
1.
And then the rest of the communication was via text?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From your phone, between your phone and her phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And your phone, you're the only person that uses that phone, right? Nobody else uses that phone?
Not that. I mean, I have to let other people use it, but majority of the time I'm the only one.
Okay, you know what he's asking. Just answer the stupid question.
Right, he wants to establish that you alone have used that phone. And
one time someone at the store used it. I mean, it's like you use your phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when my mom's used it.
When was the last text that you sent to Judy and you received from Judy on Saturday night?
I want to say, I don't remember exactly, but I want to say it was probably at 10, maybe a little after.
And the last text you received from Judy, what was it, like, okay, or what was it?
The letter K.
The letter K?
That's all I ever got back from her was K.
Okay.
Are you trying to make her sound
Such
like
a lousy
bitch?
sister. Yeah.
What the hell?
All she ever says to me is K.
Who cares? At least she understood. Some people don't even reply to their texts.
Yeah.
Let's move forward to Sunday. Did you hear from Judy, or did you contact Judy, or?
I contacted Judy, told her I was on the way back.
Around what time was that?
9. I believe about 9. She told me to call her and let her know when I was 15 minutes out.
Okay.
I said, okay. I got there.
I sent an O and a K, not like that sister of mine.
Oh, yeah, that makes her better.
There.
You're only better if you say O-K-A-Y. Okay?
I called her and
Around what time? Around what time was that you got to?
11.
And that's the house, right? You said. Okay. Around what time you guys left? Chiefland?
Yeah, about 9.
About 9.
Yeah, maybe a little before.
Did you guys stop anywhere else? And you came back with Kerry, right? And his car and his black Mustang? Okay.
And when I got to the house, I knew I had to meet Tasha, so I just met her. On my way back, I called Judy, let her know that I was, a few minutes out, got there, and then opened the door, and Judy was in the driveway,
Okay.
and she came in the house.
And you were driving?
Mom's.
Okay. What kind of car is that again?
It's a silver Toyota Corolla.
And I wonder if her sister noticed that Amy had all this weird energy that night. I mean, we know she's a really bad liar in the interrogation room. I wonder if she's any better with her family. I would guess not.
No, because the problem with drug addicts
Mm-hmm.
is they think they're good liars,
Mm-hmm.
but they're terrible.
Yeah.
They honestly think they're actually snowing you.
We're like, this is going great.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
and I'm standing there going, do you think I'm an idiot?
And the problem is Amy may have planned to snuff out her mother, but she has no plan to get away with it. Just like Chandler Halderson.
She did not.
Chris Watts.
She did not think of any of the aftermath.
Yeah. It's just instant gratification.
Right.
It's like how teenagers kill.
So you met your friend Tasha. I know we talked about this sometime about some cigarettes, right? You were swapping out some cigarettes?
Yeah, she gave me menthol by mistake. So.
And you said, where was it? Where you guys?
At Westgate.
Yeah, and this does remind me of Yucca Valley, near where we live, trading cigarettes and alcohol. It's just a normal course of business.
And she's all upset that she got menthol instead of whatever she wanted.
And it took me maybe 10 minutes to get to the house.
So from the time you left to go meet Tasha, you met Tasha and you came back, it was about 10 minutes, you said?
Well, I left about 11, got there, met her, and maybe
she's
I
already
got
used
house
to bartering. Hold on. Yeah. If she's already used to bartering and trading, she's ready for prison. She'll be fine.
She knows. Yeah.
She'll be fine.
Cigarettes are the currency there, basically.
Uh-huh.
11:15, 11:30. I don't remember exactly what time because I didn't look at a watch, but between 11:15 and 11:30. And I called Judy.
Okay.
And then when I opened the door, she was there and she came in.
Okay.
You stop anywhere else?
No.
You went straight home?
And her legs are still crossed.
Yep.
So when you got to the house,
What minute are
your
we
sister,
in?
Let's see. Now 14 minutes in, girlfriend is still locked up tight.
Yeah, and yeah, she looks like she's like, is it cold in there? I mean, I don't know.
Hugging herself.
Judy was in the driveway.
No, she got there right after I did.
Okay.
But it only takes her 2-3 minutes to get from her house down to the house.
So he's about the same area where your dad lives, right?
Right next door.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's very close. So you get to the house, Judy gets to the house. Good call.
And we went in, we looked around. Nothing seemed out of place other than the fact that Mom's stuff, clothes, that type of stuff was gone. But, I mean, kitchen, living room, her desk, TV room.
I bet she's being so helpful, like going around and just, talking a mile a minute, saying, "Oh, well, let's go look in here. Oh,
Yeah.
everything's here."
Where the computer's at, everything was, the back porch, everything was normal. I mean, there was nothing out of place. There was no book out of place. There was nothing in her room that seemed out of place except for her stuff gone.
And the money from her bank account.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
Anything else in the rest of the house, like any on your room or that back room that's across from your room? That's what
That's my mom's TV room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anything out of the out of ordinary in those rooms?
No, everything seemed normal. Except her jackets were gone, but other than that, there wasn't anything out of the closet that was missing. I mean, there's a huge coin collection in there that was still there, but that's Morgan's, that was there, but other than her jackets, that was it.
Didn't am I thinking of this case? Did she pawn her mother's coin collection? Did we find out that she did?
I think we did.
It sounds familiar. Well, sounds like something she would do. I don't think she would.
I've never pawned anything. I'm always kind of scared to go in those places.
Amy would leave no stone unpawned.
Nothing in my room. looked disturbed. I mean, there was nothing missing. And of course, I mean, I've got that huge TV thing in there and all that other stuff, but none of that was missing.
Bigger TV now.
And when you got there, and then after Judy got there with you, the house was completely locked up, right? There's secure, nothing tampered with, no windows, no damage to anything. Everything was normal.
Yeah.
You guys got an alarm in the house or no? Alarm?
No. There's a thing there, but it's not connected.
It's not connected.
No.
Okay.
She had it turned off, I don't know how many, over 10 years ago, but no.
And we said that was my parents' move. They had
Yeah.
a security system sign in the front yard, but nothing on the inside.
Mm-mm.
She keeps that sign there because it deters people, but
Yeah.
no, there was, the house was, the screen door that's on the front door, the only way to, it only locks from the inside. So it was locked. So I had to give them the gate and through the back door. But that is not unusual. I mean, the only time that's unlocked is if, you know, mom is leaving and she unlocks it for me, and knowing that, you know, which, now that I think about it, going to church, she should have unlocked it, because knowing that I was coming back. Because she was going to stop at Hungry Howie's for us after church, because we always get something after church for lunch.
And you said you've heard of Hungry Howie's,
Yeah,
right?
I've
never
had
heard of them.
Hungry Howie's. The only one in the desert was out in Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to live, well, basically in Coachella, but technically in India. And yeah, Hungry Howie's was like just a few blocks from me, and it was so good. But I don't know if it's still there.
Let us know if you have a Hungry Howie's near your home.
I can't believe you've never heard of Hungry Howie's.
No. Mm-mm.
Whether it be Subway, Hungry Howie's, or, you know, whatever. But it was locked, so that's the reason I went around to the back. But back door was locked. The door that leads from the house into the garage was locked. The door that leads from it's that white door that goes from the garage out to the back where the recycling bin, it was locked. Garage door was shut. You know, the front door was locked. Everything was locked.
Everything was locked.
Everything was locked.
All the windows were shut. I mean, I didn't check if they were locked, but they were all shut.
Wait a minute. You just said everything was locked. Now,
but
what's-
now they're not locked.
they were
Yeah.
shut at least.
They were just shut.
Okay. So while you guys were over there, you guys noticing that there's just a couple of your mom's stuff are missing, and they're not there. That's the only thing out of place.
Yeah.
What kind of conversation you and Judy were having? You guys both decided to contact the sheriff's office and report this, or who made that decision?
Me and Judy were talking about it, my Aunt Joy, and we all agreed that it was odd, and, you know, we started going through her address book trying to find, you know, trying to contact people, trying to find this Rose, trying to find anybody who knew Rose.
Rose, the
Rose.
woman from church that her mother ran off to Colorado with.
Rose. It's just such a random name. Like,
Yeah.
like she stole it from Golden Girls, you know?
Right.
I remembered the church book with the pictures and phone numbers and stuff like that.
And just like the friend that Chandler Halderson's parents went to the cabin with,
Mhm.
but he didn't know the name of their friend.
Right.
grabbed it and to see if we could find her, and that's how we had Brute's home phone number, but that's how we got the pastor's number and the treasurer's number, and Judy knew some people she went to school with, and so she took it to make phone calls. Joy said that we needed to contact the sheriff department. We kind of agreed on that, and Judy told me that she was going to make some phone calls and she was going to let me know. And then the next thing I know, she's in the house with deputy.
Oh, no. You didn't notice when she switched her
Oh,
legs.
when did that happen?
When did it happen?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look for the next. Wait, no, that was the leg.
Is that always the leg?
Yeah, because Oh no, you're right. Yeah, because I did mention
no,
she would have a circle on the top of her left leg,
It's-
but her
No,
left leg
it's
is now
been
on
her
top of her
left-
right
It's
leg.
been her left leg on right this whole
Yeah.
time. She didn't switch legs.
All right, everybody, watch the leg.
Did she do that at the house, or she left back to her home?
She left and went back to her own house. I asked her to stay until Joy called because I wanted to hear, the three-way, so that way the three of us could discuss it. But she said that she was on her way back from Pigeon Forge and she hadn't called, and so.
What's a kitchen forge?
I thought she said Pigeon Gorge.
Oh.
And I don't even know if that's a thing. Let's see.
I mean, is that a place
Pigeon
in Florida?
Gorge. Let's see if that's a place. Pigeon Forge.
Oh, no, but
a
it's
city
in
in Tennessee. Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. Something about. Well, let's see.
She's
Let's
talking
go
about
back
her
and see.
mom. Is her mom supposed to call her from Pigeon Forge?
Let's see.
Did she do that at the house, or she left back to her home?
She left and went back to her own house. I asked her to stay until Joy called because I wanted to hear, the three-way, so that way the three of us could discuss it. But
Her sister.
she said that she was on her way back from Pigeon Forge and
Yeah, Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
From Tennessee. All right.
she hadn't called, and so, and I was like, well, I have Doyle's phone number, his cell phone number, and she goes, no, we'll just wait till she gets back to the house. But I mean, I was wanting to hear what the three of us have a conversation.
Yeah. Just to make a.
That way,
Everybody can make that decision.
a family decision.
Yeah.
But she left and she said she wanted to make some phone calls, and I said, okay. I said, let me know. And then she didn't call me. Next thing I knew, she was there at the house with the deputy. She never called me because she was coming. She never said she called y'all guys. Nothing. She just.
Oh, so they were talking about. Okay, so her sister leaves and then knows something is not right. And
Clearly.
then calls the deputy. Comes back to the house with the deputy.
Right.
Yeah.
Showed up.
I just want to.
So your sister's already on to you.
It would seem.
'Cause she kept it quiet. She
I'm
didn't
sure
know.
there was some kind of weird energy there. Yeah.
I want to go back to the night before. When you received the phone call from your mother saying that she's going to go with Rose, did she discuss with you how she was going to go in a car, by train, by plane,
She said
by
Rose.
bus,
She
anything like
said
that?
Rose was coming to pick her up.
Gotcha.
That was it.
Do you know,
And
I
I didn't
didn't
ask any
care.
questions after that.
That strange lady I've never met is coming to pick you up, but I'm gonna be cool.
We're gonna pass through Pigeon Forge.
do you guys check, do you have access to her bank account that you're able to confirm she bought a ticket or somewhere or anything like that?
I have access to her bank account.
Yeah, she did.
She had lots of access.
Lots of access to her bank account.
Yeah.
What's your bank's at?
She banks at Central Florida Educators. She has access to my bank. I have access to her bank, son.
Okay. I know we discussed yesterday or this morning about your job opportunity up in Ohio. That's Parody. And I know you mentioned something that the gentleman that you're going to be working for, he'll be trying you out from here. So you'd be like working for him from here, or what? How do you get your income? How to use to pay whatever part you rent out? What kind of work do you do?
Whenever there's somebody that's here, he'll call me. So it's right now it's a 90 basis. When I go to to Ohio, which is supposed to be on Friday, then it would be at the headquarters. So if I would be working on a full-time basis then.
Okay.
Sounds totally legit.
It sounds like I'd read on Craigslist for a job,
And Tiffie Lou, who else had a sketchy job description?
Chandler
Halderson.
Pretty much is when you get to Ohio, is that one of the things that you have to go into the office, or you'll be able to work from home?
No, we'd be in the office.
Be in the office. Okay. So you guys never took that step to kind of like go over the bank.
Okay, I have to admit, the first time I heard SpaceX, I thought it was a ride at Disneyland.
Oh yeah. Come on out and ride SpaceX.
It just sounded like a ride, a roller coaster.
I can't see if there's been any kind of like purchase of ticket or any kind of purchase, anything like that.
If
that,
we
that
can
your
have
mom bought a ticket
Oh,
somewhere,
battery
like
running low. I
airplane
guess I should
ticket,
plug in the
Amtrak, Greyhound, to travel.
I was gonna say, if speaking of SpaceX, if we can ever afford it, I want to buy a ticket to orbit the moon with you.
How about you just buy a ticket to orbit the moon?
I'll go by myself.
I don't want to do that. Okay? You're lucky to get me on an airplane. That's like big.
I should get you to skydive.
No.
Over there,
No.
or help Rose out, by putting gas in, gas in the car, anything like that.
The only ticket that she bought my ticket for me to Ohio. But, I mean, other than that, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. And when you pay the bills, like, you give them, you give the payment to your mom, or do you pass it to her account? How you guys work?
No, I just take it right out of her account. And,
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
but then I just spend it on drugs.
How you guys work that out?
TVs.
I give my mom money.
Okay, gosh. I mean,
Anything, anybody
His
that you guys
voice changed a
might
minute,
think
right?
Yeah.
Don't go back, because you always go back too far.
Okay.
She had ever kind of trusted outside of the family?
Oh, it's the other dude talking.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
No, it's still this cop
Really?
talking. Yeah, I think it was just the audio processing glitched out
happening?
there. What is going on?
Like a specific church member or anything like that?
The only person she trusted outside the family was Marie and Harry.
And they are?
Their
And
last
Rose,
name starts with
apparently.
a P. That's that house I showed you, the blue house on
Yes.
on Old Canoe Creek. That's Marie and Harry.
Okay.
She trusted them implicitly. She worked with them at Mercury.
Okay.
I bet Marie and Harry did it.
Did what?
Whatever happened to her mother?
Give me a break.
Is that what she's trying to imply to the cops? There?
These are the only people you can really talk to,
Yeah.
and then none of them are going to say they know where she is.
Right.
It's just a
Only
way to
thing
cover her.
and I didn't get a chance to tell you because I kind of went past me. The neighbor that is not directly across over here, the one with the green car, the lady with her son.
Okay, if I'm facing your house, right?
Okay,
This
no.
I don't
if I'm
understand.
from-
Why does he not know what she's pointing to? Why does he have to reenact this?
Okay.
I
so
want to hit him
let
over
me
the
get
head
this
with a
straight.
frying pan.
It's all fake anyway, so don't worry about it.
If I'm facing your house and I'm doing it like an about face.
Okay,
And
now-
now I got your house to my back.
Okay,
Okay.
the house.
The house, like where here.
And she's pointing in the same spot, dude. Now you're starting to make her look smart,
Oh, I'll give him a break.
12 o'clock will be here. It'll be like about 11, 10 o'clock.
Right. She has the fence, 2 dogs. She has a green car, a son. We drive a truck. She asked me something last night, but they told her that she needed to go. She couldn't talk to me. She asked me, and it didn't really register, but I mean, she asked me if I knew the woman who came to visit Mom, which I don't. I mean, I don't know who she's talking about.
So her sister asked her this?
No,
question?
I think she's talking about the neighbor.
Oh, okay.
The whole reason we found out where this person
That's
lives.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know her name? The lady across the street. Do you know her name?
I don't really know our neighbors.
Yeah. Another question I forgot to ask you yesterday. I know you mentioned something about.
Wait. She doesn't know her neighbors.
But yet she
But
talked
she
to
had
them
this long conversation with her neighbor.
about right. And she asked her
Uh,
neighbor if she had talked to her mom.
Yeah.
Next door neighbor. That I don't know.
The one that's
That give you the WGV. I don't
the
know.
EBGBs.
Yeah. Can you tell me a
EBGBs.
little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
more about the neighbor? Why? What does he make you feel? Oh, is he a he or she?
He.
Okay. What does he make you feel like that?
I don't know. It's just, I guess it's a gut feeling. There's just something about him that just doesn't sit right with me. He just, it's like a couple of times. I mean, I actually started going inside. He came out. There was a couple of times that the woman's dad came over, and I was sitting on the back porch, and I don't keep a light on the back porch so that way you can see me when I'm out there smoking. But I could
Oh, honey, you're all over the place.
Oh my gosh, I know. I feel like I'm just walking in circles.
flashlight with me. But he left out the back door, and their backyard kind of has a berm in the back.
A berm.
He went to the very back, crouched down, and the reason I
Behind
can see this
the
because
berm?
there's planks missing from the hurricane that they never replaced. Crouched down, and I could see his a light from his cigarette, and he stayed there the entire time her dad was there. And that just was like really odd. And
Yeah. You should go look at the neighbor.
Whatever.
from there, it was like, okay.
Probably just getting stoned in secret.
Right. He doesn't want
It
you
is
coming by
Florida,
anymore.
you know?
That
I'm gonna smoke weed behind my berm.
just doesn't seem, you know. So I kind of just, Mom and I just stay away from it, you know. And when he was outside, I would go inside, and Mom would do the same thing. Because even she got the heebie-jeebies from him.
He said hi to you guys, good morning, waved?
No, didn't speak.
anything?
No, he never. He never spoke to us. We never spoke to him. We never waved. We never even acknowledged.
So how old is this gentleman next door? Just approximately.
20s.
20s.
Yeah, late 20s, maybe 30. I would say late 20s. I haven't gotten. I don't know what he looks like close up, but from a distance, I would say mid to late 20s.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Average height, average build.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very good at estimating age.
Oh, how
Hey,
convenient.
just one more question. Just when Terry dropped you off, Carrie dropped you off. Did he went inside, or he just dropped you off in the front?
Just stop now.
And he left.
Yeah, that's not unusually it.
It was a normal day.
Gosh, I
Give
hope
me
she
the show
changes
questions.
her legs.
That's wrong.
Oh, okay. Here's the third crew member here who gets to talk now. The cop in the corner, who we rarely ever get.
No,
to
I
hear
thought
from.
she's only talking to him.
No, she was talking to the gentleman with
No,
the
no, no, no.
dark
I
hair
mean,
right there.
when he came in the room, he
Mhm.
introduced himself and this dude with the pants.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
well,
think that's who she's talking to. I don't think there's an unseen. You just don't see this guy's face.
No, yeah, right. She is talking to Pantsy Boy.
Oh,
over
okay.
here. Yeah.
Fancy boy.
She's talking to the guy with the pants.
That wouldn't be you.
You said your mom paid for your Ohio ticket. When was that purchased?
Parody?
Yeah, she took a break from
After-
all that mopping so she could go buy you an
Right.
airplane
And
ticket.
this was purchased undoubtedly after her mother was dead.
Yeah.
This Saturday?
Mother's card.
Do you know what time? Did you actually sign them on the computer or something?
Yeah, I went to Spirit. She got all the stuff in there,
Yep,
and she put the card number in, and
Shit.
Somebody's nervous.
And Spirit Airlines,
That's like the ghetto airline. I mean, if you're going to splurge,
Mhm.
why Spirit? You know, go in style.
It's all she knows, honey.
And do you know what time of day this was? Was it during the daylight hours?
yeah, it was daylight.
Okay. The Saturday is the day you left to go to.
It was before I left,
Yeah. Okay.
so it was before 5.
Okay. And it was with Spirit Airlines.
Yes,
Did you get your confirmation in an email or something like that?
I did, and I gave it to one of the officers.
She
It's
bought an airline ticket for to leave the same day.
Mm,
That's like poor planning.
right. She was off to Ohio for real.
Supposedly
right?
for her job.
Yeah.
And
But I think
But-
they later interviewed this woman that offered her the job, and she started having second thoughts because of the weird vibes she was getting from Amy. And I think she knew about her drug addiction in the past, but
Oh,
that
yeah.
she was trying to get
Give her
clean
a
and be
second
over it.
chance,
Yeah.
40, 60. I leave at 10:50 in the morning
Okay. And when's that?
on Friday.
On Friday. And You said that you know a lot about your mom's financials.
Oh, this
I guess
is
you
like
try
a
to help
week
her.
later. Never mind. I thought it was the very next day.
Oh, okay.
But no.
So he's saying, you said you know a lot about your mom's finances,
Yeah.
do you?
She's an older woman. Does she have multiple accounts? Does she have multiple
anymore.
credit cards? Do you know what kind of
To my
financial credit she has?
To my knowledge, she has a GM
Oh,
card.
Andy, what time is it? What
We
time?
are, the
Oh
interrogation
my
has been going on
gosh.
for 29 minutes.
She's got to have a little red mark right there, and right here on her calf. I know
Yeah.
how it works.
She is now uncrossed.
And that's because she has one, and she has me also on it.
And
She has an Up Promise card, which we both have. She has one, and I have one of my.
What's a promise card? Never heard of that.
It's called Up Promise. It's just like a Visa or MasterCard.
Okay, it's a credit card.
Yeah.
like a prepaid net spend kind of thing.
Okay.
She has one, and she has one with my name on it. We share PIN numbers, and same with the GM card. And then she has her CFE Platinum credit card
Okay.
through the bank. Her ATM card.
Okay.
And I think
So I think the motive for this, and I'm just going to edit this out if I'm wrong later, that Orly, her mother, found out about her spending her money, right?
Yeah, and she was going to kick her out.
Right. And she just couldn't hide it anymore. So she had to do something.
This is the thing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
How does she know all of her mom's credit cards?
Right.
I was helping take care of my mom. I don't have all of her credit cards like memorized.
And you weren't snooping around her purse, though.
Well,
yeah.
There's that.
Well, not all the time. But, yeah.
that's it.
And what did she use to buy your plane ticket?
Her CFE Platinum card.
For a credit card, not the ATM card.
No.
Okay. All right.
She's parched.
Is that a beer?
It looks like a Bud Light. Wait a minute.
How is Tasha a great friend of yours? I'm assuming you guys.
She was a manager at CD's in St. Cloud, and that's how we met her. And she transferred to Orlando, and she still comes to St. Cloud and brings the cigarettes to us.
Tasha, the cigarette lady.
Brings the cigarettes to you. What's that mean?
She rolls the cigarettes, and for $30, she brings Mark, me, and Judy the 200 cigarettes, which is equivalent to a carton, and it's only $30, but it's pure tobacco.
Oh,
And so she just
Sounds like
brings them
weed,
and drops
dude.
them off at Mark's shop.
I got you.
Yeah.
Was it Tasha, the cigarette lady, who kidnapped her mother?
Yeah.
Was it
could
Rose
be.
from church? Was it Judy? Was it her boyfriend, Carrie or Terry? Find out next time on part 2 of Amy Day's interrogation. All these questions and more will not be answered, but we'll have a good time anyway. So for Tiffie Lou, I'm Andrew, and we will see you next time. Thank you for your awesome support of our channel. You're sharing your dollars with us.
And your time.
And your time. You've been so wonderful, and we really appreciate you. It's like a shot in the arm every day when we see your comments and everything. So leave a few comments down below, and we will see you next time. We love you. Bye.